Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to explain the strategies I use to defeat the boss in the tomb. This is my no-fail, easy duo boss fight guide, so I'm going to show you how to get the ice staff, how to upgrade the staff, and complete the steps to the Easter egg, and of course show you how to get gold armor and the strategies to not die during the boss fight. Alright, let's get started on how to make the ice staff. First things first, you must kill the mimic on round 8 and pick up the monocle he drops. Next, you're going to move the crystals in the tomb. When you shoot a crystal, it will take about 30 seconds for it to spawn into a new location. If it's still not in this location directly in front of the bowl mural on the wall, shoot the crystal again and wait 30 more seconds. Eventually, after shooting the crystal and moving it, it will spawn in this location. Once it's in this location, the bowl mural will light up with these symbols. You must shoot these symbols in the exact order shown. Once you do that, a 4-part lockdown will occur in which you must kill zombies, parasites, mimics, and Doppleghast. I suggest you and your teammate have a Pack-a-Punch 1 gun and Juggernog. Once you complete all 4 rounds, a max ammo and the staff will spawn on the wall, pick up the staff, and proceed to the next location. To get the head of the staff, head over to the catacombs and shoot the crystals dangling from the ceiling to get it to move to this one room. Once you have this crystal hanging from the ceiling, the mural on the wall will light up with numbers 1 through 10. Again, you must shoot these numbers in order 1 through 10 like I have shown below. Once you have a 4-part lockdown will occur just like the one before. Once you finish the lockdown, you will get the head of the staff and a max ammo. Now we must assemble the staff. Head over to the dark ether and place your 3 staff parts into this wall. You must now protect the staff of ice from zombies and parasites for about 2 minutes. It gets really hectic, so I highly suggest Mustang and Sally with Juggernog and PhD, Ether Shroud with the group shroud option, and decoys. It does get really hectic in here, so you might go down during this fight, so I highly suggest you have a revive kit or a quick revive. Once you have successfully protected the staff, you can now pick it up from the wall. To upgrade the staff, you must shoot 3 crystals with the ice staff, but you have to do it within 10 seconds. So I highly recommend you have at least stamina up for this. This is my favorite location for the 3 crystals. One is in the Hierophants, one is in the Subterranean Temple, and the other is in the Ossuary. Here's what my 10-second run looks like. So first I stand in the doorway of the Hierophants, then I quickly turn around and shoot the crystal in the temple. Then I switch weapons to run faster, then I shoot the last crystal in the ossuary, but you can be pretty far away and it's still fairly accurate. If you shoot all 3 within 10 seconds, you will get a voice line. If you don't manage to shoot them within the 10 seconds, just shoot the frozen crystals and wait 30 seconds for them to respawn. However, they will respawn in a new location, so you may have to shoot the ones that you don't like to get them in a better location and wait again for 30 seconds for them to respawn. So once you shot all 3 crystals and got the voice line, head into the ether. Look up and there will be 3 floating rocks with symbols on them. You must shoot the symbols on the floating rocks with the ice staff. This will lower the rock enough for you to see the symbols. They are still really blurry. So here are the 8 symbols to look out for. Some people give them names, some people just draw them quickly down on a sticky note. Here are the names that I have given the symbols. We have bird, 3, ghost, skinny, swan, circle stick, triangle, and hourglass. So if you want to use my names, you can. Once you shoot all 3 rocks, you will get another voice line, and he will say have a look around, and that means one of the portals is now closed. So find the portal that is closed in the dark ether. It'll just be grayed out in stone. Now leave the dark ether and loop around until you get to that closed off door, and once you get to the door, you will find those symbols on the wall. Shoot those symbols with the ice staff that you found on the floating rocks. Before you enter this portal, be sure you look at the floor. The floor will have 3 symbols. And if they are all lit up, you did it right. However, if some of them are not lit up, you did it incorrectly, and if you enter that portal, you will die. For the next step, all teammates need to be present. One person must enter the portal and the other teammates can meet you in the dark ether. Press F or X to interact with this purple orb. You are to follow this purple orb around the ether, filling it with souls. Be aware you will get loads of zombies, 1 to 2 amalgams, mimics, and doppelghast. I highly recommend you have perks, Pack-a-Punch 1 guns, ether shroud, and decoys, and ample ammo for this. I personally find it super useful to use Mustang and Sally for this. So you must follow the orb, killing everything in your path. You must stay very close to the orb or else it'll reset and you'll have to repeat the process. Follow the orb and eventually it will loop around the dark ether and then it will enter the stone wall where you originally got the ice staff. Now to upgrade your staff, take out the staff and point it at the wall and press F or X for it to suck up the new powers. Now you have officially upgraded the ice staff. We are going to be using this green side for the next 4 steps in the Easter egg. So flip over your ice staff by using B on keyboard or down on the D-pad. Shoot the vermin statue with the green side of the staff. Interact with the crystal to pick it up and carry it to the blue portal which goes to spawn. Place that crystal in the statue. You're going to fill up the statue with vermin souls. Just use the ice staff's ability to keep you safe. Once you have filled up the statue with souls, you must interact with the statue and carry that crystal back to the original statue in the dark ether. However, it's not so easy. That blue portal you originally went through is now closed off, so you must loop around to the yellow portal to get to the dark ether. Be aware that there will be zombies that will be spawning in your way to try to hit you. If you get hit more than 3 to 4 times, you will lose the crystal and have to go back to the spawn and grab it again and try again. Now place that crystal back into the vermin statue where you originally got it from. To the right of that statue is the Parasite statue. Use the green side of the staff to zap the crystal. Now pick up that crystal and take it to the stamina room, which is through the yellow portal. Place this crystal on the statue and now you must kill 10 purple parasites. These parasites will drop a purple orb that you must pick up and then put into the statue. Once you've filled up the statue, you must take that crystal back to the ether. However, you cannot go through the yellow portal in which you came from, so be careful on your way back so you don't get hit by zombies more than 3 times. Once you get back to the dark ether, place that crystal back into the Parasite statue where you originally got it from. Behind the stony wall is the statue with the Doppleghast on it. Again, use the green side of the staff to zap the crystal, and then you're going to take that crystal to the speed cola room, which is through the green portal. Place that crystal onto the statue, and now you must kill doppels that spawn around it. The ice staff's Ice Storm ability works great for this. Just continue to spam the Ice Storm ability continuously at the ground. Once the crystal is filled up with Doppleghast souls, take the crystal back to the ether and place it in its original statue. Behind the stony wall will be the statue with the Amalgam on it. Again, use the green side of the staff to zap this crystal, pick up the crystal and take it to the quick revive room, which is through the red portal. Place the crystal on the statue and now you must kill only 1 Amalgam. The ice staff works great for this. Just use its Ice Storm ability continuously. The Amalgam may get a purple bubble around him and it's chained to a zombie. You must kill that zombie it's chained to before you can do further damage on the Amalgam. Once you kill the Amalgam, his soul will go into that crystal on the statue. Pick up the crystal and bring it back to that original statue in the dark ether. Okay, so now let's talk about setup for the boss fight. Now that you've done all 4 statues, you can now enter the boss fight. So I highly recommend you get gold armor. Here's a 100% foolproof guide on how you and your teammate can get armor. One teammate gets a chopper gunner and the other a mutant injector. The chopper gunner person activates their kill streak before you activate the statue. You must activate the statue and the mutant injector at the exact same time. Once you are in the mutant injector suit, stand still so that you can keep them in one location to make it easier for the chopper gunner person to kill them. You can stand there and melee them to do more damage. Repeat this process for the other statue as well. Once you've completed both statues, you may now pick up your gold armor by the Pack-a-Punch machine in Spawn. Now that you have your gold armor, here are my suggestions for the boss fights, from guns to gobbles to kill streaks to field upgrades. Gun wise, each person needs 1 bullet weapon, no explosive guns. And of course, your gun needs to be Pack-a-Punch 3 and gold rarity. I suggest using the Deadwire ammo mod for the mini bosses. So in my case, I had an LMG and teammate had an AK. One person can have the Staff of Eyes, preferably two if you get lucky in the box. We didn't get so lucky, and so my teammate had the ray gun instead. Surprisingly, it's a really good Pack-a-Punch 3 against the mini bosses. For gobble gums, a must is that each player have Idolize. Optional gobble gums include Free Fire, Shields Up, Power Keg, and Arsenal Accelerator. Each person can have a mutant injector in case of emergency, like you failed a round and you ran out of your idolized gobble gum. Each person needs to have the Ether Shroud build upgrade with the 2 charges and Group Shroud augments. Okay, let's talk about each round of the boss fight. Starting with round 1, all of you can lay on the floor below the artifact so you do not get zapped by the lasers. Use the Ice Storm continuously to kill zombies. So the artifact is going to go up, down, and up. On its second ascent, it will turn purple. Use your bullet weapon to break it. Do not use a ray gun or the ice staff or Mustang and Sally, as those will not work on the artifact. Once you spray that artifact down, it will break and you will get a max ammo. Now there will be 2 artifacts. The round 2 strategy is basically the same as round 1. Lay on the floor below the artifact so that you do not get zapped. Use the Ice Staff Storm to kill zombies. So the artifacts are going to go up and down and up, and on its second ascent, it's going to turn purple. Use your bullet weapons to now break both of the artifacts. If you only break one, you will have an extra round of this. Again, those artifacts will break, and now you will have 3 artifacts and a max ammo. Round 3 is basically the same as round 1 and 2. Both of you lay on the floor below the artifacts so you don't get zapped. Once the artifacts go up for the second time, they will turn purple. Use your bullet weapon to break 2 artifacts. If you only break one, you will have an extra round of this. You will get a max ammo. Now is the important part. After you break the artifact, one is going to be orange and it's going to float off from this pedestal. Follow it to where it goes, because that hole is going to spawn in the mini boss with that orange artifact in its head. You can spawn trap this zombie boss at its hole. Fire the ice staff with a storm blast at this hole repeatedly. This boss is very weak and easy to kill. Once you kill it, the purple artifact will appear and you need to shoot that artifact until it breaks. You will of course get a max ammo. Round 5 is when it starts to get hectic. The next boss will be a Doppleghast with the red artifact in its head. He's super fast, so keep your distance by running loops. Stick together with your teammate. Be aware that there's also a heavy zombie with the blue artifact in its head. They can also down you very quickly. I suggest looping this Doppleghast to one of these big rocks. Blast the rock with the ice staff repeatedly to slow it down while your teammate shoots it with their bullet weapon or ray gun. As you loop around this rock, keep your distance, because if it gets too close to you, you will freeze in place and you will probably go down. Once you defeat this Doppleghast, the purple artifact will fall out of him and you must shoot the artifact again until it breaks. Using Ether Shroud is really useful here so you don't get down by the other zombies. Once the artifact breaks, you will get to max ammo. Round 6. So the next boss to focus on is a Mimic with the red artifact in its head. He is also super fast, so keep your distance by running loops and stick together. Be aware that there's also a Doppleghast with a blue artifact in its head that can also down you quickly. During this wave, I suggest you use Idle Eyes or the Mutant Injector to kill the zombie quickly. I prefer Idle Eyes because the zombie boss just freezes in place, and once you kill it, you can quickly shoot the artifact. However, if you're in the mutant suit, you would need to leave the mutant suit, which we know takes several seconds, or just rely on your teammate to break the artifact, and you can protect your teammate in the mutant suit. So again, you can pick which strategy you prefer. I prefer Idle Eyes. Round 7 is very similar. Our last boss is going to be the Amalgam with the red artifact in its head. There are going to be several different elites and specials that can all down you very quickly. During this wave, I suggest you use Idolize or the Mutant Injector to kill this boss quickly. Once you kill this boss, the purple artifact will fall out of him, and you need to shoot that artifact until it breaks, and you will get max ammo. Round 8 strategy isn't too difficult. You are going to go upstairs by the wall. So the artifacts will float into this wall up top, and you will need to shoot this hole continuously. This is good for free fire, so you don't have to worry about reloading your weapon. However, you will be swarmed with zombies and amalgam, so you need to keep those zombies at bay so you can focus on shooting the hole. This would be a good time to use free fire, ether shroud, decoys, Casimirs, monkeys, or the ice storm blast to keep you from getting slapped down by zombies. After you break the artifact, you are officially done. Congratulations! If you found this video helpful or insightful, please leave a comment below and consider liking and subscribing. I'll see you on the next one.